What you gonna do when my moped pulls up next to you?
Hey everybody, Brad C here. Why would you want to buy a Yamaha Vino, particularly a 49cc model? That is going to be talked about in this episode. Now, first of all, if you've been watching the channel, I've been doing some videos on this, and sometimes I refer to it as a moped, and sometimes I refer to it as a scooter. And technically, it's classified as a moped under the licensing laws. So if you have a 49cc moped and it goes, I believe, below 35 or 30 miles per hour, and of course that's stock, it comes that way, you don't need a motorcycle's license to ride this. You need a regular driver's license. It varies in states. Of course, check your local state federal laws. Where I'm at, I do need a regular driver's license, but that's it. No motorcycle's license to fool with, and you're good to go. Now, I would still advise getting your motorcycle license. It's a good thing to have, but you know, this is something where I can just putt around. I don't usually go above 25, even though it's actually modified to go up to 60. Shh, don't tell anyone. But yes, that modification, it's several modifications, and don't ask me what they are because this bike was actually given to me by a friend, and he had already done the modifications. He and his wife were using this. It had about 280 miles on it. It's a 2003 Yamaha Vino, and they just decided that they would give this to me, and I greatly appreciated that. Absolutely love it. It is so fun to buzz around on. Now I can go from 0 to 25 really fast in this baby because of the modifications. Now that probably wouldn't be the case without those. Just the fact that you don't have to have a regular motorcycle's license is a major advantage to these, because a lot of people don't want to fool with that. Insurance for me is $8 a month. $8. Now that's going to vary for insurance. I have Progressive, and theirs is probably about the cheapest you're going to get, and of course you add that onto your regular insurance. Registration was like $15. I think I paid for 2 years, so it was $30. I've added some things to mine, and I'll cover this more in a more detailed video course, but I've got some locks there that can pop off. I've got a little flashlight up here. It's waterproof and has several different modes, and it has a quick detach where I can pull it off there. Got something here where I can put my phone. Got a little $15 alarm here. I added some flashing lights up here, and you can make them solid or that, or that. I've got one on both sides just to make people see me, because that is one problem you have with a moped. Of course, if you've ever driven a motorcycle, which I have about 20 years ago, and I ended up just quit because people just don't see you, and it's very difficult. And I found out on the interstate doing 70 miles an hour with these Mack trucks flying by and the wind shaking you. It just wasn't for me. But this will never be on the interstate. This is just for putting around town. I have had it up to 50. You know, the gauge only goes to 40, but I had her about here. And according to my buddy, it'll do 60, and I actually had it doing 50 going uphill, so that was pretty impressive. But most of the time I have this thing about 25, maybe 30, but I can really get it there and keep it there really easy. Now the gas mileage on these, obviously a huge thing right now. If you buy these stock, you can actually, I believe they're like 100 to 120 miles per gallon, and that's incredible. It only holds about a gallon, I think 1.6 gallons, and I can fill this thing up for $5 even in today's age. But anyways, for me though, I think it's getting around 80 miles per gallon because of my mods. which 80 miles a gallon, that's still unbelievably awesome. Now the maintenance on these, you're going to have to be a little bit handy to have a scooter, moped, whatever you want to call this. I would probably call it a scooter just to save the hassle of people constantly correcting you, because obviously a moped is a thing that looks like a bicycle and it's got a little motor on it and you start by pedaling it and it kicks in. But like I say, if you look up the law, it says if it's 49cc, it's classified technically as a moped, allowing you not to have a motorcycle's license. But just by looking at it and just the way it works, it's obviously a scooter. Now it came with 2 of these motorcycle keys, and I've got the other one stored safely somewhere, and you can see here it's got some storage space in the trunk, or I shouldn't say trunk, but I'm going to make up an exact kit that's going to go in here. I'm going to have a waterproof bag that turns into a carrying case, but for now I've got a few things in there, a little toolkit, of course your your registration, your insurance card. You always want to try to remember to leave your keys in there until you close this, and then you can take them out, because you don't ever want to let your keys go in here. Now it has a kickstart, so you can kickstart it, which is really easy on this. When I first got it, it didn't have a battery that actually worked, so I just kickstarted it. But now it's got a little push button, so all I do is push in the brake and push that button and it starts right up. As you can see here, I've already drilled the hole for a 12-volt charging outlet, one you can put a little cigarette type charger in there. Haven't hooked it up yet, but I did test it. It does work to charge your phone if you have everything hooked up right, and whatever accessories you have. But I just think it'd be good to have an emergency phone charger. Now I got these, and originally I thought I would use them, but I don't know if I'm going to or not. You can see here what they do. The idea was to put them here, or maybe down here, I'm not sure. I've got 2 of them, one for each side, and I just wanted to be able to have it to where if I felt like I was in an environment where I needed to have this on, I wanted to have that ability. Now, these come as magnetic, and they are very magnetic if you have metal, but I don't have metal here. So I'm probably going to either epoxy these on here or come up with some sort of a way to attach them. Now, a friend of mine actually took tape that I bought. I bought reflective tape, and that is pretty amazing, the production there. And that's some skill to be able to make those. And I want them for the front too, and probably for my helmet. Now I got a free helmet with this. My buddy's wife actually rode it. It was her scooter, but it just didn't fit me. It was a little too small, so I went out and bought my own. And I wanted a full face, but I wanted the ability to be able to put it down and up if I wanted to. And this one allows that. It's got you can pop up and down from on the side here, your little visor for the sun, and it comes with a plexiglass attachment here that pops up, but I took mine off. But vents that open and close, $99, and it's DOT certified. Now here's the really cool part. It's got a light in the back, flashes. You make it solid, hit it again, it flashes fairly fast, and you hit it again, and it's going to be slow flashing. And of course you hit it again and it's off. I'll put links in the description to all of these little accessories. Now I do want to warn anyone that gets one of these, it's very, very dangerous to be out on the road on these. It's just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than a motorcycle, because it's smaller, and when you pull up beside of a car, you often are not seen. A lot of times there's a horn, it doesn't work unless it's turned on, but usually as I pull up beside a car, I'll actually toot the horn, and that way to kind of let them know I'm pulling up beside them. Also, if I come up on somebody that's like a pedestrian, or even somebody that's getting ready to pull out, I'll hit that horn and let them know that I'm coming through. And I also can rev the engine a little bit. That helps. Now, I'm also getting a luggage carrier that's going to fit on this, and it'll be an easy pop on, pop off. Hope you enjoyed the video. I've got more Vino videos coming out. I'll do detailed reviews on some of these accessories, test them out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and you can check me out at bradctv.com. I want to give a quick shout out to my little buddy Safi in the Philippines. I look forward to meeting you, and have a good day.